fellow Toastmasters, respected judges and guests, good evening. This is not the news bulletin. It's my wife's credit card statement. And only half of it. No wonder they say, behind every successful man stands a woman with a handful of bills. If a 1,000 miles journey starts with one step, then it's safe to say that giving your wife a credit card is your first step to bankruptcy. I gave my wife a credit card, and since then, all my money goes to balance the budget. And I always balance the budget. See, my expenses will equal my salary at the middle of the month. You may be asking what I do for the second half of the month. Lots of begging. The first time my wife used a credit card was on a trip to London. I mean, did she shop there? Oh, I'll tell you, on the way back home, we did not have to pay for extra luggage at the airport. No. A container was shipped separately. And it wasn't just any container. I mean, when it arrived, we had to rent a bigger house. A month later, a tragedy struck. The bill came. And it was so heavy that American Express paid $50 just to post it. When I saw the figures, my blood circulation stopped and I collapsed. Hours later, I woke up in the hospital with doctors all around me. They diagnosed me and concluded that I was suffering from ACDS, acute cash deficiency syndrome. A few days later, they sent me home with a prescription. They said, rest well, take 3 doses of cash every week, and don't tell your wife about it. Well, that was back in 1992, and I'm still recovering. I have become such a chronic borrower that even my best friends stopped lending me money. So, they've stopped lending me money. So what do? I went to a friend of mine and said, you know they say a friend in need is a friend indeed. He looked at me and said, Abdullah, a friend in need is not a friend of mine. And he kicked me out. Now, creditors are chasing me everywhere I go. Just a week ago, a desperate creditor called me and said, you know, it's been 5 years now since you borrowed from me that 10,000 riyals. How about if I meet you halfway? I'm ready to forget half of what you owe me. I said, fine, I'll meet you. I will forget the other half. Ladies and gentlemen, I really blame technology for all my cash troubles. Of all the technology advances, my wife mastered only 2 of them, the credit card and the ATM card. I seem to get stuck with these cards sometimes, but she never does. Every time she has a problem with the credit card, she calls up American Express and tells the person on the line, here, you speak to the cashier and fix my problem now or else. And they fix her problem immediately. Every time she tells them that, and they fix it. One day I told my wife, you know, you really have a good grip on these people. What would you do if they don't fix your problem? She said, nothing. I would use your card, honey. Her bank staff knows her very well too. When she calls with a problem at the ATM machine, they declare emergency. Because they still remember that one time she got so angry at the machine, she kicked it so hard it coughed up all the cash inside. Craving for cash myself, I kept kicking those ATM machines, but all I got was a broken leg. Let me warn you further, gentlemen. These 2 plastic widgets are a deadly combination in a wife's hand. You see, the ATM card works pretty much like a hand grenade. Insert, then click, then bank. There she has it, 5,000 riyals waiting to be executed. With 3 banks like this, and I will be sitting outside the Seif Mall begging. The credit card, on the other hand, is more like tear gas. At the end of the month, when I receive the statement, I start to cry. Well, thinking of a way out, I told my wife, you know, we really need to save some money, and that she has to economize. After thinking for a while, she came back and said, I have a solution. One of us has to stop eating. And she looked at me. Can you believe it? I told her, I have already stopped eating for lack of money. Can't you see that I look like the twin brother of Pig Panther? Don't get me wrong, ladies and gentlemen. I really love my wife. I've had 7 great, happy years of marriage. That's not bad average out of 15. To conclude, gentlemen, giving your wife a credit card is like putting your money in a safe and handing her the combination. Before you know it, you will end up like me, sitting outside a Seif Mall begging. And I surely don't want you to do this. That's a lot of competition for me. Honestly, I can't let you go bankrupt because I need your donations. Mr. Contest Chairman.